Hello and welcome to my channel. This is C's Tarot Time. And I am doing a reading for Taurus, Sun Taurus, Rising Taurus. This is for mid-November. But, you know, depending on the cards, it could extend. The time of this reading could extend. It's the cards, sorry. The cards will tell you. And it is, I'm going to try this relationship reading, which is what you're going to get, Taurus. It will be you, your partner, and the relationship, and then a guidance card at the end from the Archetypes deck that I just got, which I love. So thank you for being here with me. Ooh, you already have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So these are my massive cards, which are very hard to shuffle. But let's go ahead and start, and I will not be reading reversals. Okay, Taurus, this is the first three cards is you, Taurus. That is the Seven of Pentacles. There you go. There's your Ten of Cups. And the Moon card. And then for your partner, we have the Emperor. And the Princess of Cups. And the Queen of Cups for your partner. Let me start with what's already on here. For you, Taurus, the Seven of Pentacles, you are working really hard because you have a lot of dreams. Well, maybe a few dreams, but you're working really hard for your dreams. And the moon, with the Moon card, it tells me that at night, maybe you don't sleep. Maybe you worry about your dreams and making sure that you achieve your dreams. And I'm going to say you're going to achieve your dreams. There's a lot of anxiety and worry with the Moon card, but you will achieve your dreams. With the Moon card, I would say, Taurus, that instead of worrying about all these things that you need to do the next day, I think you need to sleep and tell yourself you've done everything you can that day and that you will achieve your dreams, and you have to really believe that. With the Seven of Pentacles, you are working really hard. Watch your tendency to be content and to feel like you can slack off a little bit. And that is probably why you worry at night, because you have a tendency to want to relax sometimes, but with these big dreams of yours, you need to keep consistent effort. Now, in terms of your partner is doing really well. This could be someone that may already have a child. This is also someone that has both, you know, their their yin and yang, their masculine and feminine sides, both are very strong in them. Their ability to love and just unconditionally and take charge and also be playful. That is your partner. That could be an Aries. It could also be Pisces. Your partner is feeling really good in terms of these cards. You're both compatible. The relationship is going really well. If you're single, Taurus, you're looking to possibly attract an Aries or a Pisces. Yeah, I don't really see another. Maybe I don't see a Scorpio. It's a water sign. I don't see a Scorpio. I don't see a Cancer. It might be a Cancer. It might be a very young Cancer, Taurus. Or, yeah, if you're the younger person in the relationship, your partner is the one that is possibly is doing much better than you and is doing very well and sort of taking care of you while you are working, doing this thing that some kind of craft, some kind of developing a skill, getting your degree, going to school, and basically having the best life at home, but worrying about maybe you're not applying yourself as much as you'd like to apply yourself, which is the moon, because everything's handed to you by this emperor. Even though you have everything you want. That's one scenario, Taurus. So let's look at, let's pull out some more cards for what this relationship is. Let's pull 3 cards for the relationship itself. That is the 8 of Cups. So Taurus, I think that's you. I don't think it's your partner. But yeah, so that to me looks like a vacation. Taurus, when you go on vacation with your partner, because they can afford to take you on vacation, where you can just take off from your responsibilities. Let's say you're in school and your partner, who is doing so well, says, oh, let's go for like a month in Europe. You're like, okay, let's do it. But when you come back, you're not happy. You've just neglected all the stuff you have to do. Now you got to withdraw from all your classes and start all over. Or you go on vacation, you say you're going to do all your classes and you don't. The relationship, it's easy for you to check out in this relationship. It feels good. It's great. The Sun card says you are having a great time with the Ten of Cups. But because you're having such a great time, you're not accomplishing the Seven of Pentacles. You're not accomplishing what you need to accomplish, Taurus. It's too easy for you to have a good time. Whereas your partner can have a good time because they're the emperor, so they can afford a good time. They can afford a good time. They could be a Scorpio, Aries, and with the Five of Cups, Taurus, you're just discontent. So, or maybe you're complaining a lot. Things are going really well. You just got to discipline yourself, whatever it is you are doing. I think this is you. I don't think you are the emperor here. But if you are the emperor, where things are going well, you may be the emperor with a child from another relationship. But the emperor also is a very loving person. So let's clarify. Let's clarify you, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with your cards, okay? What is going on with Taurus? Changes. Yeah, Taurus. Right. Okay, so with Taurus, I feel like you just, you start something and then you realize you'd rather have fun, and then And then you realize like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that because I've just not, I haven't done what I'm supposed to do. And then you torture yourself over it with a tower. But not just that, if this is you in school, you're withdrawing from your classes, you're completely withdrawing from the semester, or you've neglected something, completely neglected it, and your partner doesn't know you've neglected it. That's, yeah, you look, it's because the relationship is giving you such a good time, okay? Because your partner is giving you such a good time that you're neglecting all these dreams and aspirations for yourself because you don't really have to achieve them because your partner is providing everything in this relationship. And I think this is you, Taurus, that you got totally unmotivated. There's opportunities and you don't want to take them. You'd rather just look over what you have, the failures, which is the Five of Pentacles. I'm reading that as you're not looking at the opportunities because you honestly don't want to work. Maybe, Taurus, you don't want to work. Maybe you might find some way where you work just a little bit. You don't need to stress yourself out so hard. So that's what I would say with this read. And then your partner, let's look at what's going on with your partner, the Emperor, the unconditionally loving Emperor. Let's see what's going on with that. Yeah, totally in love with you. Look at that. In love with you. But they're waiting. I don't know if they're completely in love with you. And they've got some things going on too that they're waiting on in terms of having to be able to sustain the level of financial expenditures or luxurious expenditures. And sometimes they really worry about it. So they don't tell you this probably. They keep it to themselves because they're promising you everything, the moon and back. And you're like, why not? But you're also not accomplishing much. You may not be working at some point. You don't have to. Your partner loves you so much. The Emperor adores you. But they're not saying something and they're sitting on something. They're a little worried about money. They are a little worried about money. There's something going on with them that they're not sharing with you about business, work, and they're probably not going to share it with you. They just won't. You can ask about it, but they won't tell you what's going on. But they will continue to spoil you. Okay, that's what I see here. So let's look at the relationship again and pull 3 more cards on it. Taurus, with your, I don't even want to say it. Oh, she's come up again, the Queen of Wands. All right, so the relationship it is affected by the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. They just came up again for you, Taurus, because the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Swords came up for Aries. So the Queen of Wands is either someone that is affecting you or your partner, the Queen of Wands. And it's right next to the Ten of Swords. This person, if it's someone's mother, someone's father, grandmother, someone's older sister, they're older. They are going through a lot of stuff. Maybe needing your help or your partner's help. And that could be why he has the Five of Swords in his side there. The Queen of Wands is possibly someone creating a lot of stress. And your partner, and you have to support him or her, to take care of the Queen of Wands for whatever the Queen of Wands is going through. Financial ruin, addictions, gambling, something. And the Knight of Wands is right next to it. Someone's going to rush in and try to fix this, throw a lot of money at it. And I'm going to say, don't throw any money at this. Do not throw any money at someone's problem. Taurus, leave it alone. Your partner may be feeling obligated to bail this person out. I'd say leave it alone. Don't bail them out. The other thing I'm seeing here is there is maybe a younger sibling that is also kind of messed up, and someone has to help them. That's very difficult. Of course, with these two people, either you or your partner loves these two people, and they're just creating so much stress. And you're both feeling in some way entangled in it, but I'm saying you got to back off and find some other way to help them without paying for their problems. That's what I see here. It's affecting your relationship. That would make sense why you have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Swords. That you and your partner, I would suggest taking a lot more vacations away from family problems. This is mid-November. I'm thinking this is happening now. It's going to bleed into December, Christmas, when families get together, and you're going to see this kind of play out. It's playing out now, it'll play out in Thanksgiving. I would say just step away from it. If you and your partner can just step away from it and go on a vacation, go away for Christmas. You may not want to be around family. Okay, Taurus? Now I am going to pull an archetype card for you. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. I just got them. So let's see what the archetypes cards are saying to Taurus. Let's see. What are these cards telling Taurus? You have the fault line. Well, that makes sense. The fault line is coming up for the holidays. The fault line. It makes sense. I'm looking for the fault line. Sorry, it's taking me a long time here. Okay, here it is, the fault line. It says, imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing that what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. It means redefining reality and breaking it open, and not pretending and not being delusional. In Japanese kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. It is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. revisit it, the time to heal is nigh. Well, I would say that is really good advice, Taurus, because there's some things that might come into the open this month and next month because of the holidays and family getting together. And don't be shocked. Tap into your wisdom when you're witnessing something instead of reacting and getting thrown off by it. Don't be shocked. Ask yourself, what's going on? What am I? Maybe you don't need to do anything at the time that any of this is going to happen over a family dinner. You know, that maybe the Queen of Wands is going to have a meltdown because she drank too much at the Thanksgiving dinner. And then, you know, the young son is drinking with mom and they both drink too much. So just don't be shocked at what could happen. And just, I don't know, be honest to yourself what it is that is creating worry or fear in you. Okay? And what I would say is talk to your partner, or if it's your partner's family, then the two of you need to talk with each other and then go on a vacation. You need to get away from all that chaos. You need to get away from the fault line, possibly move away from the fault line so it doesn't sink everything that you have worked so hard for, the two of you. Okay, Taurus, that's what I have for you. It's a reading for mid-November, but based on these readings, like this reading, it looks like it's extending into Christmas and New Year's. So if you like this reading, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for joining me here.